Apple TV has been hyping this movie for months. Every time I open the app, bam, there it is. The Gorge, a sci-fi action romance starring Anya Taylor-Joy and Miles Teller, two elite snipers, a secret mission, a mysterious gorge hiding some terrifying creatures. It sounded like the perfect mix of suspense, horror, and action. And given the actors that were playing, you really didn't think this was gonna be this bad. But then I watched it. And it was bad, like really, really bad. You've got plot holes the size of Grand Canyon, a script that can't decide what kind of movie it wants to be, and action scenes that feel more like a video game speedrun than a story. So let's talk about it. Let's break down the plot, the problems within the plot, and why The Gorge went from promising thriller to what the hell am I even watching?
What the hell is that?
The Gorge is the door to hell.
Now, The Gorge follows two elite snipers, Levi Kane, a former US Marine, and Drasa, a Lithuanian covert operative, stationed in towers on opposite sides of a mysterious gorge. Their mission? Stay put for 1 year, never communicate, and make sure nothing comes out of the gorge. The catch? Well, no one tells them why the gorge needs guarding, only that there are automated turrets, mines, and something called the Stray Dog Protocol. So, from what we can understand right now, this place is supposedly high classified, tightly contained, and impossible to escape from. Levi replaces his predecessor JD, who warns him that if he ever hears air raid sirens, he should run like hell. Then JD is flown out by a helicopter and immediately executed. No explanation, just boom, dead, gonzo. That's it, no more JD in this movie. So, we're off to somewhat of a good start, right? Tense atmosphere, cool premise, build up. This could have actually been a sci-fi thriller. But then, the plot holes start showing up. Levi settles into his lonely sniper routine, haunted by his past, while Drasa remains distant and mysterious. Then, out of nowhere, on her birthday, Drasa decides to break protocol and communicate with Levi using written signs. Because apparently, top-tier military operatives don't fear getting court-martialed. But okay, whatever, that doesn't really matter. You know what? Because why stay consistent with the plot and the story? They start bonding through sharpshooting contests, chess matches, and even makeshift drum sets, all alluding to Whiplash and Queen's Gambit. Why? I don't really get it, but okay. Their classified military mission, on the other hand, that is moved into the background. Nobody cares about that anymore. They're just here having fun. But I can't be hypercritical of everything. I get it. The movie was setting the tone, setting it up for something bigger to happen. Then, after 6 months of build-up, things take a hard turn when Levi's zipline malfunctions and he falls into the gorge. Instead of following literally every military protocol in the book and staying put, Drasa parachutes in after him because love. You guys, that's just what happens in these situations. And here's where the movie completely changes. Now, both of them are at this point inside the gorge, which was previously dark, ominous, and grounded in realism, and it suddenly looks like a neon-colored sci-fi jungle. Everything inside, the plants, the bugs, the creatures, has somehow been mutating for 80 years. But wait, wasn't this place supposed to be contained? If mutagens have been leaking for decades, how is the entire world not contaminated? Question 1. Also, how is there a river flowing out of the gorge but the toxins conveniently don't escape with it? And this right here is where the script completely shifts gears, as it forgot what kind of movie it was supposed to be. Levi and Drasa stumble upon an abandoned World War II bioweapons lab, the real cause of horrors. Apparently, the gorge was an experiment gone wrong, and after an earthquake, a bioweapon leaked and mutated everything. But instead of destroying it back then, world governments decided to just build sniper towers and hope for the best.
Nice.
Enter Dark Lake, a shady private military corporation that secretly runs the site, extracting research and samples in hopes of creating, wait for it, Super soldiers! Of course that's what they're doing. Realizing they're in over their heads, Levi and Drossa find an old Jeep because of course a Jeep still works after 80 years, hook up a zipline, and start climbing out of the gorge while shooting hollow men who, by the way, look like rip-off Groots. But hold on, they now realize they might be infected and agree to quarantine separately for 5 days. And this, my friends, this is the one smart decision in the movie. But before they can rest, Dark Lake finally makes a move and sends drones and an entire strike force after them. And now we've officially entered whatever the hell this is territory. Levi and Drossa go from skilled snipers to unkillable action heroes, fighting off drones, soldiers in a completely chaotic and non-stop battle. At no point in the movie do they show exhaustion, run out of ammo, or even need a break. Because apparently, adrenaline and love make you bulletproof. Now the final plan, destroy Dark Lake's devices and trigger the stray dog protocol. Because yeah, of course, duh, that's how it happens. The military has been babysitting this gorge for 8 decades, but somehow these two lovebirds are the first ones to say, you know what? Maybe we should nuke it. You know, once the failsafe is triggered, Dark Lake and their entire strike force are wiped out in the explosion. Levi is presumed dead, Drossa escapes to France, and we get this big emotional moment where she reads his final letter. Until Levi casually shows up at her restaurant, orders rabbit pie, and the two kiss like they didn't just barely survive a nuclear Armageddon. Because you know what? They're unstoppable. Love, once again, beat it all, my friends. And now that we've went through all of that, I genuinely think it is safe to say that the Gorge's biggest issue is the gorge itself. The movie starts as a tense sniper thriller, but the second Levi and Drossa drop into the gorge, all logic, tone, and coherence go out the frickin' window. Instead of a slow burn sci-fi thriller, we get a messy genre blender that jumps from mystery to romance to an action shooter in the blink of an eye. So the final verdict of this all, it was a pretty cool concept, but a complete mess of an execution, and a gorge full of plot holes. Do let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you for watching or listening to this video, and now remember, the important thing is to always keep questioning, even me. Till next time.